Hey, yo, sprinters! Today we talk sales, and the challenge in sales is to be both very natural, very relaxed, like you would talk to a friend, because it's all about being true, being authentic, being trustable, and being real, right? And on the other side, you want to be professional and precise, and you want to close the deal, which has a specific flow in it. And how can we get both done well? Let's start at the beginning, where sales is something that needs 10 commitments to really happen. There's this beautiful book by Anthony Iannarino, The Lost Art of Closing, where he goes through the 10 commitments. And he says at the beginning, you commit to spending time. Let's talk. It's commitment to time, then to explore, to change, to collaborate, to get everybody on board, to invest, to review the first draft, and then to get the second draft, to resolve the concerns around the second draft, to decide and to execute. This is what happens in the relationship as you move forward, right? And now, how can you prepare for this to be as natural as possible? Like you talk to your friends and to your loved ones. But on the other side, you need also the professional preparation and being ready for everything that they throw at you, which will be unexpected. Also understanding the body language and where they are and what they really need and what's going on in their mind and in their emotions. So how can we be both very prepared and very, very natural? This is what we're discussing today. So on the one side, you have the sales script, and we have discussed the sales script in the sales script module and video. You remember there are these 9 points, and the first one is that you really understand where they are. So listen, 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 and diagnose where they really are. Both what they want, but also what they need, where they are, and what the next step out of the comfort zone into their learning zone and into their dream. Then the contrast between where they are and where they want to be, where their dream is, and how this tension feels like and how they plan to manage this tension. Now, the benefits, not yet the features, not yet the details, just the benefits. And then what stands out, because they are not interested in everything all the time. My example is always your kid at school. They're on stage and they're playing the flute in this school situation. When your kid is up there, you're super excited, super awake, and super present. As soon as your kid goes down, comes to you, and the next kid is on stage, you go back into your phone or thinking what you need to bring from the supermarket before you come home, because not everything stands out all the time to you. So what stands out to them right now before you move to the next thing, that is deliverables? And again, like, this is not linear. You will not move first this, then that, but you want all these things to be ready, to be prepared, to be rehearsed, so that you know if this comes, how to move forward, and what to avoid jumping too fast into, because you will not have enough relevancy there if you didn't cover the fundamentals first. So deliverables, and then all the concerns around that. You have your typical concerns that you hear all the time, like not the right timing, I need to talk to my partner, yes, I'm sure it works there, but not in my industry. All the things that you hear, and you will have 10 to 15 typical things that you hear, concerns that are very important to be addressed. You can address them proactively. You don't have to wait until they address them, because you know they're coming, the typical ones. So you do that before the proposal. Then you go to proposal, and then they come with other concerns that you just triggered now during the proposal. And after it, there is always scheduling a next conversation. Scheduling next conversation, meaning either you have not closed the deal, then you continue with the next conversation, like typical situation, oh yeah, thank you, can you send me something and I need to talk to my partners. then you will say, I'm not, I am happy to schedule time to walk your partners together with you through all the concerns and all the informations that you need. Can we find time together right now? And then you schedule that. The other option is you have closed the deal, then also you schedule the next action, whatever the next action is, being it payment or call number one or whatever your fulfillment looks like. Now, this is the sales script. If you have that, that's good. You are prepared for the conversation. Now, you could use this and be too stiff and too wooden and confuse this with a linear way of doing things. Don't do that. So that's why you have to exercise that, to rehearse that. And the goal is that you are very relaxed, very natural, don't have to think about these 9 things because you have rehearsed them. And this is the method how to rehearse them, the ABC method. So it's a role play, 3 people, 1 plays the prospect, 1 the salesperson, 1 the observers. ABC method. A plays the prospect, B plays the salesperson, C plays the observer, and observes 3 things: body language, words used, words not used. Body language. Are both leaning forward, leaning backward? What is their face doing? Micro expressions. How is their breathing? Are they relaxed? Are they tense? And which words triggers which reaction? Also, which silence triggers which reactions? There are specific parts where you see the junior salespeople and the very experienced salespeople differ, is that junior salespeople need to learn at which stage to shut up. And that's uncomfortable. Senior salespeople, they know how to wait and let the other person steer in that silence, which makes the conversation move more truthfully forward. And at specific stages, it's really important to use that technique. So body language, words used, words not used, is what the observer reports after 15 minutes of this. So 1 round, 15 minutes, and then observer reports. So if you take 90 minutes for this exercise, you can do 3 rounds because you have 15 minutes of play and 15 minutes of feedback. So it's half an hour for 1 round. And if you do 3 rounds, these 90 minutes are very well invested time to both upskill your current sales team, but also to onboard new people. As soon as you have new salespeople and they come into this exercise, you can get them on board very quickly. They see the script and they see also that they have to let go of the script, have it in their back, but not think about it. In that moment, just be really, really open and relaxed and taking what comes from the prospect in the here and now of the conversation. But you can only do that if you have done your fundamentals first, which is you know exactly what is in the script, and now you can forget it and be present. It's a little bit like parenting. You have done your work, your values, your experience, etc. Now when your kids talk to you, you are very, very, very in the moment because you don't have to think about the fundamentals. So it's about being in the moment and working with whatever comes in the most natural way possible. But to get there, there is rehearsal and there is training. This is a very good exercise to train. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, ask your sprint coach and keep rolling.
Avoid trying to do thousands of things that doesn't work. We have 274 templates for your business success. Reach your ambitious goals with one-on-one sprint coach. We double your revenue in 90 days.